and welcome to this Timeless Collective pick a card reading all about the way forward. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 with Lapis Lazuli, Consciousness. Pile number 2 with Pyrite and Momentum. And pile number 3 with the Earth element, Turquoise and Perseverance. Please take a moment to choose your piles. Bless you, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So we have here the Lapis Lazuli. And the first thing being shown when I look at this card is very much a feeling of having achieved a lot, right? Whether that's recognizable on the outside world or not, it does feel as though you've overcome a lot of struggles, you've cleared a lot of debris from your life, and you're standing very strong and grounded in who you are and really shining. I get the feeling you're an incredibly unique person, very sensitive yet very strong at the same time, and the universe is really wanting you to recognize and give yourself some self-love, self-care, and self-acknowledgement, because you have overcome a lot, and I'm getting this vision of you standing on top of the mountain, looking down, and that is terrain that you've conquered, territory that you've gotten over all these obstacles, right? Now we also have this beautiful throat chakra with expression. So let's have a look. Yeah, this feels very much of, I feel very gently your throat chakra is becoming more and more activated, and your wisdom and what you've learned, you're going to be sharing with others. I still feel at the moment that you hold yourself back because you don't want to impose on others, because you're protecting yourself. You don't necessarily want to share your vulnerability. However, the thing, and it's good to protect oneself, and it's good to protect our vulnerable side. However, it does feel as though you're becoming stronger and stronger, where you don't care so much, not in a careless, heartless way, but that you don't care so much the opinions of others. It's like people who understand your wisdom resonate with it, great, and those that don't, that's up to them. It's up to them to go forward and begin to understand. It's almost like you're not picking up the people and babying the ones that don't understand what you're saying, right? Those who get you, and those that don't, and you're at peace either way, right? So it does feel as though you've been leaving some people behind who perhaps belittle your wisdom, or try to make fun of it, or don't accept it, and you're just staying very strong and true in your authentic truth, which is absolutely beautiful, right? And we also have intention with the moss agate and the heart chakra. This is so beautiful. I mean, look at this beautiful card. Yeah, so it feels here as though, intentions are important. I feel as though you don't want to get too confused about the way forward and which direction to go in. When it's not clear, take time to rest, pray, look for guidance, look for the signs, and keep going forward in the journey that feels right to you. Very much following your heart and soul, following that wisdom, and being intentional about being organized, being clear, having that direction that you're going in. Yet I do get the feeling, travel light, right? Try and be as light as possible. Don't carry too much with you, whether that's too much from the past, unnecessary baggage, unnecessary people, unnecessary thoughts. Really try and keep it light. And we also have the solar plexus chakra with the tangerine quartz and Shakti. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of power, even though I feel you may at times be somewhat tired, exhausted, feeling depleted. I'm getting a lot of power coming to you, really energizing you. Shakti, is the source of divine power and energy, and there's nothing in this universe that can be created without Shakti. And if you look here, it just looks like this burst of Shakti. I mean, it's the Shakti card, and this burst of energy coming to you, energizing you along the path. So that looks really, really beautiful. And we also have the water element with aquamarine intuition. Yes, I mean, I do feel that you're incredibly sensitive and you do follow your heart and you do follow your intuition. And that's very, very beautiful. I get these cleansing, healing waters pouring in to you. And this just very sensitive, almost fragile, but so strong at the same time, being cradled. This aquamarine, it's like this is being cradled here. So keep doing that, but do give yourself time to rest, right? Time to recharge, time to gather your thoughts, time to process, time to meditate, journal, all of these things, right? So that your intuition can remain clear on guiding you the path forward. And again, with this way forward, I keep getting this sense of releasing unnecessary baggage, right? Don't try to not be too attached to things. Let things go if they're not serving you in the moment. They come back round if they're meant for you, right? Whether that's people, places, or things. So try and let go and keep things light and enjoy yourself, enjoy the journey, right? And we also have crown chakra moonstone with transcendence. I mean, look how absolutely beautiful this card is. So yeah, I do get the feeling here that your journey is, it's to enlightenment, and there's a beautiful journey along the way to that enlightenment. But this inner world and outer world, look at how beautiful these colors here. I feel that there's a lot of power that you need to own within yourself and be enlightened, right? Who is going to come and tell you one day you're enlightened, right? Someone may not ever say it. So remember that power is yours too. And I don't mean delusionally telling yourself, oh, I'm enlightened, when you're not. However, when you are, yes, recognize that, love that, bless that, right? And share that beautiful energy that you have with others. And we also have spirit quartz with healing. Yeah, I do actually get there's healing taking place, but I also feel that you're transcended and beyond healing. You're not getting pulled into unnecessary healing modalities. You are healed essentially in that crown chakra sense, right? Where everything is divine. And yes, you do, I feel, perhaps need to open up to allowing more love and healing within you, whether that's healing through rejuvenation, replenishment, rest, beautiful healing energies that there are around. Yet, so yes, there's an element where I feel you need to open up to more of these along your path, but also not get encumbered by unnecessary ones and stuck in the never-ending cycle of needing to heal, right? So there's something to do with owning your power in that sense. And we also have Saturn and discipline with the azurite, right? To be honest, I get here that I feel you have been very disciplined, and it's more about relaxing and going with the flow. So bless you, pile number 1. That is your reading, all about the path, the way forward. And yes, so now we have pile number 2 with this beautiful pyrite and momentum. So the very first thing I'm getting on your indicator card is this beautiful, healing, peaceful bliss, right? I feel there is a need for you to acknowledge all the achievements that you've made as you go forward. It's like on this way forward, there is confidence needed, right? And sometimes you don't recognize or own quite how magnificent your achievements have been, the uniqueness of who you are, the beautiful energy of love that you give into the world, whether it's because others don't recognize it as much as one would like. But even the most recognized soul, we can always want more, right? So try and separate yourself from that, recognize yourself, acknowledge yourself. And I feel that's really going to give you the boost of confidence needed going forward on your path, which I feel is a very, very special, light, blissful, peaceful. These are qualities and energies and experiences and situations that I feel you absolutely deserve. Yet sometimes there's a bit of insecurity about really owning those. And I feel that confidence will just enable you to breeze through life the way that you're meant to, right? It's not to say there aren't challenges at times, of course, but I do get this feeling of you being breezy, peaceful, light. And we also have citrine with clarity and the sun. Very, very powerful card, pile number 2. So it feels here as though, I feel you've got a very abundant energy within, whether that manifests on the outside as monetary gain or abundance or things. I feel you in yourself are abundant, like the sun. I mean, think about the abundance of the sun, gives so much light, gives life to everything on this planet, right? And I get this beautiful, sharp, golden energy here. So I feel as though you do need to be clear in order to protect yourself and not waste your energy going forward. It's like speaking to the people who understand you, not spending time trying to explain to the people that don't, and being quite sharp and clear and concise in your energy. And I feel that you're going to be manifesting a lot of what you want and desire and bringing this beautiful light energy to the world, this abundant energy, this clarity, this abundance is really what I get. And we've got the pink amethyst with divine love and the soul star chakra. So here it looks as though, there is some time needed for some real pampering, real self-care, introspection, time alone. And, you're going to really replenish from that time. I do feel as though there's a lot of different directions, paths, people, situations calling for your attention. And you are going to attend to some of these, but I feel at the moment it's very much about attending to yourself, creating that inner sanctuary, inner temple, in order to bring yourself that clarity as well, right? Sometimes it's only through time alone that we really gain that clarity of the way forward. Yet moving forward, I feel this. We see here the lace agate and the air element and adaptability. I do feel as though, there's a certain flexibility that you can go with while being clear, not distracted. It's like this adaptability as you move forward, because I feel the universe is going to bring you so many wonderful gifts and blessings along your path, along this path to abundance. But it's like you're being asked also not to be too rigid in terms of holding on to certain ways of doing things and so on and so forth. However, saying that, it is very important to be clear so that you're not being coerced or manipulated by others, but you're going with that flow of the universe. So open to the flow of the universe, adaptable and flexible, yet also clear about what is right or wrong for you, right? And being firm with that. And we've got the sacral chakra with the sunstone and deep knowing. Yep, you're highly intuitive, right? Highly intuitive in a way that I feel you have not always been recognized for. And, that almost does make you want to sort of burst out and command and express and manifest and be and sort of show the world. But it feels like, there's a need for these gentle healing waters also coming through and moving in alignment with the universe. And it does look like it's happening for you. So, go with that, but make sure you give yourself time and space and try and just disconnect and detach from the opinions of others along this journey on the way forward. And we have the regular star with abundance, smoky Amazonite. I have to say, I get an incredible feeling of abundance coming in for you, and even perhaps already manifest with this pile 2, right? So abundance really looks strong on your path, and give yourself what you need. I'm not saying to be frivolous in any kind of way, but I do feel as though you want to replenish and recharge yourself. However, at the same time, not waste your energies too much, right? Not get distracted in things that may not be beneficial for you. So we've got here the emerald with Mercury and cognizance. So Mercury is a lot about communication, but I feel you need to be almost careful with your communication, not communicating and wasting your words and energies on people that don't understand. However, I do feel there are certain people that you need to be very clear and direct with about your path, visions, manifestations, intentions, needs, wants, desires, so forth, ideas even, right? So, there's an element of protection that you need, but also an element of clear, direct clarity as you're going forward, because these people look like they can sometimes really help bring your visions and manifestations to light, right? And they've got their own unique talent, skills. So that looks really good. So Mercury's coming in here with clear communication. And for your final card, we have the Herkimer diamond and the Earth Star chakra and alignment. This is so beautiful, because this is what came through earlier, is just being aligned with the universe, right? And then we're not struggling against the tide, but flowing with it. And manifestations, people, situations, things come in, and it's almost like the universe does its divine magic of manifesting things in our life in a way that's easy, flowing, and beautiful, and a way that's beyond what we could dream of, right? So this is very, very beautiful. I'm so glad you got this as your final card, pile number 2, because this really looks like it's happening. So yeah, relax and flow and let the universe work its magic with you. Bless you, pile number 2. That's your reading. I really hope that helped, and I'll see you next time. And we have pile number 3 with the earth element, perseverance, and turquoise. So this is very, very, gosh, I just feel you so, I get this feeling of nature being in harmony with the earth, sacred energy of respecting and loving the earth and loving nature, feeling quite tired, feeling quite exhausted, almost like your battles are not in vain. There's so much light, bliss, and love coming through. Turquoise is also a stone of protection for the Native American Indians. So I feel that there is a need for you to protect your energies, continue on your sacred path going forward, but also replenish your energies. There's need for rest, rejuvenation, recharge, and not giving up hope, right? I really feel that for you, pile number 3, like to keep faith and to honor yourself and not give up hope. We also have direction with the Alrisha star and Super 7. So wow, what a beautiful card. I feel as though, crystals, high vibration activated crystals can be very, very powerful for you. right? And very healing, and really bring in some of the energies that you need. Make sure to clear them. It looks like possibly lavender or sage, purple sage. Make sure to clear them, keep them activated, hold them to your heart, vibrate at the level of the crystal. And I feel that's going to be very, very powerful in your steps forward. I feel there's a need to just take slow and steady steps as you're ascending. You hold a lot of wisdom that people and that world needs, right? So, really keep honoring yourself. You're a very sacred person, and be gentle with yourself and recharge. And when you fall into despair, lack of hope, give those battles over to the universe. Pray, ask for the divine guidance going forward, because I feel as though you've done so much, you've given so much, you are so much, you have so much, and sometimes it can be somewhat overwhelming. It's like when someone is a healer, which I feel that you are, lots of energies come in that need to be healed, and it's there's only a certain amount that are your responsibility and your sacred contract to heal. So it's also important to protect yourself against the energies that aren't yours to heal, right? They may need a different healer. And yeah, though I feel with you, the earth, the planet earth, is very much part of your healing. You're also here to heal and love the earth. So we've also got black tourmaline with regeneration and Pluto. And here I feel, it's like you've been through the darkness and you're bringing in the light, right? Pluto's like the Scorpio's like that underworld, that darkness. But if you see these beautiful roses and flowers and these amazing, almost like protective golden spheres around. So, you've had a very, very interesting path and an interesting life. I feel it may be good for you to write a lot of this down. I feel as though people perhaps wouldn't believe you or understand you, or the world's not ready for, even though this wisdom that you hold, I feel, is ancient. It's like people not always being ready for it, but I feel that step by step people are, the new generations coming in are waking up to the wisdom that you hold. So do feel, write it down, or in some kind of way. I do feel writing for you, actually. And we have Desert Jasper with Resolve and Vesta. So this looks lovely. I get a real, almost like desert vibe energy with you and this card. It's like you're able to create an oasis in the desert, right? Where it's like barren and dry. You're one of these people who's able to create healing and water. So bless you for that. It's a very sacred energy that you need to take care of, but you do have that power. And we have boundaries with South Node and Labradorite. So this is interesting, because here with you creating an oasis and that power, I felt, yes, you can do that, but you need to be careful. You need to bring the water to those that need it, and not just be exhausting all of your power bringing water to everything and everybody, right? Because there's energies and there's people and there's situations that perhaps are not ready for it, or won't appreciate it, or will misuse it. So I did feel you needed boundaries there, and then the boundaries card came up. So that's very much confirmation for me and for you that that's something that's needed, right? And we have perspective with Neptune and Larimar. So Neptune's very much the planet of dreams, right? So you see this card is quite dreamy, and perspective. I do feel, it would be very beneficial to look at things, situations, your life, yourself, circumstances from different perspectives, right? Different perspectives. Not that one is right, one is wrong, just the different perspectives. I feel that's going to really sort of help things shift and energies to flow and bring back some replenishment to you, because you have the strength and the resilience to be able to step beyond or hold or understand so many different perspectives, forgiving, release, and compassion. So I feel that will really help you in terms of moving forward, because sometimes when we see something from someone else's perspective, we can also see how it may not be in our best interest to share our perspective with that person, or share our energy with that person, or share our gifts with that person, right? Because their perspective may be at a place where they're not open to receive it, right? So that's something to keep in mind, just as an example. And we have expansion with North Node and Opal. So I feel it's like it's been quite a slow journey for you, yet moving forward, more and more things are coming in, yet I still feel that taking it slow is very, very good and very beneficial for you, and a pace that's only going to assist you with moving forward. It's like things will be moving fast, yet you'll be moving slow, and that will create a nice equilibrium and balance. Right, and we also have the beautiful peach selenite, universal chakra, and insight. This is the thing, although you're so connected to the earth wisdom, I feel you've got this incredible universal insight, right, where you're almost like this shamanic, where you bring in this visions, energies, and wisdoms from other realms, spiritual realms, and this beautiful peach selenite. But I would have to say that focusing on your own healing at the moment and bringing some of your gifts towards yourself, because the more we heal ourselves, the more we can heal others, right? Would be very beneficial. Bless you, pile number 3. That is your reading. I hope that helped.